Hey everyone, how's everybody doing this morning? It is 9:40 a.m. and I'm hopping on. Of course I gotta hop on to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And yeah, it's just me and my wife and my mother-in-law, the three of us as usual. So, my mother-in-law's actually still downstairs, upstairs here sleeping. And Trisha's downstairs running around as usual, trying to get stuff set up and ready. And it's only three of us. But that's the way she is. And I'm up here. I figured I'd come up here and say happy Thanksgiving. And while I'm here, I've been thinking about breaking out some of my older knives and giving them a nice cleanup. And, well, I'll show you guys some of the stuff I was into back in the day. And I thought it would be a fun thing to show you guys before I got into traditional knives. These are some of the knives that I bought along this journey that we're all on. I think the next video I may do, if you guys would like to see that, are my Benchmades. Today, I broke out my Spydercos. I was just giving them a quick cleanup. I wiped the blades down. I just put one light, just the slightest little drip of KPL in the pivot. Worked the pivot back and forth a little bit. Just kept everything nice and lubed, because these knives here, to be honest with you, have not been out for a very long time. Every single one of these knives that you are looking at here are quite a few years old. They're pretty old knives. I have not bought a Spyderco in many years. So everything you're looking at in front of you are older pieces. Because I've been into the traditionals for quite a few years. But anyway, so that's that. I just figured I'd hop on and give you guys a look at some of my Spyderco knives. And well, as I was cleaning them up and oiling the pivot, I figured I'd shoot a video. At the same time, say happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. Hope you all have a fantastic day and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'll get started. Let me stop flipper flabbering. This is the old OG. As you can tell, these are the old with the Digicam Spydercos, and I believe they're in S30V. Let's see. Yeah, S30V. Now I have these things adjusted out. I didn't do them just now, but previously I adjusted all these before the pivots, and I get these running just the way I like them, because sometimes they come not real, the action's not real great on them, and you have to adjust them if you're into these Spydercos. And I was into these Spydercos for quite a few years, so I know what it takes to adjust the pivot out and make them run. I mean, make them run like butter. But yeah, this is just a standard Paramilitary 2 Digicam OG Paramilitary 2, and it's a great piece. It's a great piece. There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with S30V and all that. It's a great Paramilitary, and it's a great knife all around. I highly recommend the Paramilitary 2s. They're good knives, man. Here's another one in Maximite, G10. It's just a beautiful specimen of a Spyderco, and I wanted to try this one. This one's so snappy, man. I wanted to try Maximite. That was the main reason back then when Maximite was popular and all the rage. I wanted to try it. And it is just a fantastic piece of steel. Now, I stropped this and put this on my Stone 600 grit. This thing is just hair whittling. Now, I could have went, see how it terminated a little earlier. I couldn't get all the way at the end there, but it is what it is. I guess I could put a choil in there, put a sharpening choil in there to make it, clean it up and make that termination line look a little bit better. I don't know. But this Maximite steel, as you can see, is just superb. I took my time with the sharpening. The blade is just absolutely fantastic. G10, beautiful G10 scales on it. It's a great, great knife, guys. It's pricey, but it's a pricey bugger because you're paying for that Maximite steel. But it is so worth, if you're looking, if you're doing a lot of cutting and you really want precision sharp, you want the sharpest of sharp, grab yourself a piece of Maximite here. Not only does it last as far as sharpness goes, it's just it just gets this Maximite, once you sharpen it, it just gets so viciously sharp. So and it will take a patina too. It has darkened up a little bit. That blade was not that dark. So, you know, if you're into that, you know, patina stuff, it will get a nice dark patina over time. So that's pretty cool. So that's my Paramilitary 2 Maximite. Here is, I got this at a knife show. What did I want to say? I keep losing my train of thought because I'm hearing people all downstairs and stuff. I got this at a knife show, and the guy wanted like mucho dineros for it, for the simple reason because back in the day, now we're talking S110V, that was the popular steel before Maximite came along. And don't get this wrong, this is a Paramilitary. This is not a Paramilitary 2, so this is the big guy. This is the big honcho. And the only thing I could say about the military, if you decide to get a military, is that they are just absolutely fantastic. This is my choice to carry because it is just so bad. To be point honest with you, it's just so badass. And the size of it and the action. Listen to this snap on this thing, how I got this thing running. Watch this. Guys, I got this thing running. It's super high. I mean, I worked that pivot and worked it until I had it dialed in. But this is the Paramilitary. And boy, I'll tell you, man, you get a big full-size grip on it. And she's just a great piece. She is just a fantastic piece of cutlery. No matter if you're a Paramilitary 2 guy, a military, Spyderco guy, it doesn't matter. This knife is going to perform for you no matter what you're into. No matter what you're into. But Love this knife. Love this knife. Try a Paramilitary if you can. What do we got here? We got the the Domino. This is an old bugger, but we got the Spyderco Domino. And this was expensive back in the day. I had to have this, man. The Spyderco Domino, and it comes with CTS XHP steel, and well, it's just a fantastic piece. You can see the back of it there. You got a frame lock, and all titanium. But this is just, everybody back in the day, when this came out, everybody had to have one of these. Everybody had to have one of these buggers. Good knife, man. Really, really, really good knife. So yeah, that's it. That's the Spyderco Domino. Another this is the smaller guy. This is the Para 3 lightweight. Para 3 lightweight. Now these knives are so snappy. The action gets so crazy on these. You could dial these in. Watch the action. I mean, they hit hard, very hard, and they go in real nice. And I mean, they fire super hard. But these are great, great knives. If you're going to get the Para 3, I've got another interpretation of the carbon fiber one. But the lightweight ones are so great because you don't even feel, I mean, they're so light. I keep on saying I'm going to get a scale in here, which I am. But it's just a fantastic, fantastic piece. Lightweight knife to carry on you. It's a great knife, EDC knife. It's one of the best EDC knives that you can carry. It's one of the best. You got a wire clip here. I mean, like I said, it's so lightweight. This one's in, what's this one in? This one's in S90V. So if you want some tough steel and you want some steel that's going to get sharp on you, I sharpen all my blades. I debarrel them all when they come in. You can see the edge that I get on these knives. Now, I'm not using anything special. I'm just using basic stones, strop, basics, couples, I can't even talk, man. Damn. A couple of my go-to stones and a strop. That's all you need. That's all you need. But this is a fantastic little piece, man. Fantastic wire clip. Great, great knife. This is probably one of the best, well, it is the best knife on the table. This is the Capara. This is the Spyderco Capara. And when this knife came out, everybody went bonkers. And for good reason. It's a wonderful, wonderful piece of cutlery if you get the opportunity. They're still around. They're still out there. Pick one of these up. Do not let it slip you. If you have the money, or if you have the $200 and something in your pocket to burn, just go over and look at the Spyderco Caparas, because they are absolutely, I mean, these are probably, well, this one is probably one of the best knives out there right now. I mean, that's how good this knife is. I mean, I can't tell you how good this knife is. You got this nice red G10 backspacer here. Really looks good. Wire clip again back here. True carbon fiber through and through. It's not an overlay where you got the G10 on the bottom and they just slap a sticker. That's what I call it. Actually, it is just a sticker of carbon fiber on the top. That's not the case with this. It's true carbon fiber through and through. The pivot, look how decorative and beautiful that pivot is, how they did that pivot. It's just straight up CPM S30V steel. No special steel on this one. And you don't need it. You don't need it. But that's the Capara. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful knife. So we can move along. Here's my other small guy, my Para 3. Look how beautiful that carbon fiber. They could do carbon fiber when it's not that cheap, shiny stuff. Look at that carbon fiber. Now you could see carbon fiber through and through. That's no cheap carbon fiber there. This one is fantastic because it's wearing 52-100 steel. And this steel has impressed me. Man, I could talk about this steel. When I tried this one out, I was like, oh man, everybody was talking about the 52-100 steel, on how good it was, how sharp you can get this stuff. And man, you could get this steel so screaming sharp. Look at the edge on that. Just by me taking my time, sitting there with a little bit of music on, stropping it, and just taking it to a stone. You know, it sharpens right up. Just take your time. You know, you can take your time and you can look at that edge, man. It is just, oh man. I don't know a lot about 52-100 steel, but I can tell you, the one thing that I can tell you is that 52-100 steel is amongst the sharpest steel that I've experienced. The 52-100 out of all these steels, S90V, all these steels that I showed you before, CTS, XHP, this 52-100 really, really impressed me. I mean, this one is in the carbon fiber, and if you guys could get your hands on one of these little Para 3s in the 52-100, oh man, you will love this knife. You will love this knife. We got to move along here, guys. This is the very underestimated, but one of my favorites. What is this thing? What is this called again? This is the Spyderco Centifonte. This is the Centifonte in VG10 steel. Beautiful VG10. And look at this blade. And people skip on this. Look how nice and thin that stock is. People actually let this knife go. They're not interested because it's a backlock, and people are just looking for that action, you know what I mean? And this is just, it's one of my favorites, really. It is that good of a knife. Now you've got pin construction, you can't take it apart, but you're never gonna need to take this knife apart. It is a fantastic piece of cutlery. I'll tell you what, Spyderco, you know, you can say what you want about Spyderco, but Spyderco really does make a beautiful, beautiful product, and they could make a knife. You can't argue that fact. You really can't argue the fact that Spyderco is one of the leaders in the knife industry. They're at the top. They're one of the leaders in the industry, right? Here's an old girl here, man. This is the, I messed this one up a little bit. I'll talk to you about this one in a little bit. I laid it back a little too much. Look how fat I made the edge on this one. But that's okay. You know, I was learning. Look at the edge bevel on this, how fat I made that edge bevel. But that's okay. That's okay. That's how you learn. That's how you learn. But this is a great piece. This is the Delica. This is the Delica. And this is one of the first knives I started out with, experimenting with Spydercos. This is the good old Delica. Until today, it's one of the best EDC knives out there that you could carry till today. You know, it's a great little carry. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a fantastic little EDC knife, the Delica. What do we got? What do we got? I don't know. We got another Para, same thing. Para 2, just with the black blade. Great pieces of cutlery. This one everybody chased. You got to see what I went through to get this one. What's this one? This is the Brad Southard. This is my Brad Southard, guys. And this is a fantastic piece. I jumped through hoops at the time many years ago to obtain this knife. This is the Spyderco. It's got CTS 204P on this one. That's right, this has got the 204P. But I chased and chased and chased. Guys, you don't know what chasing is like. Back in the day, I chased this knife so hard and heavy until I got it. And it's a beautiful piece. It's all titanium, lock bar back here. It's just, a lot of people, it's either you love it or you hate it. It's one of those knives that had so much controversy. When this knife was out and it was popular and stuff, it's either, like I said, it's either you liked it, or you hated it. But I loved it, man. I really loved it. People had problems with the clip. They said the clip wasn't angled right. I don't know what they were saying back then, but there was so much hype on this knife, dude. The hype, man, it was so talked about. But man, this thing is just, it's one of my favorites in the collection. You know what I mean? It looks wild. Look how fine that blade is, that stone washing. It's like a tumbled, really fine stone washing, how they did it. And this is an old knife. This knife's this has got to be about 10 or 15, about 10 years old at least 10 years old. This knife has got to be, because I got this one when I first started out in the hobby. But I'm glad I have it now. See how you look back on things all the years, and it's funny how you change, your tastes change. But I'm almost done. This is the Manix and S30V, standard S30V on this one. G10 scales, the backspacer. But the Manix was, one of your heavy duty knives. So if you need to ever get some serious heavy duty work done, the Manix is just, it's so tough and strong. You got this lock here. I've got one in the lightweight. Here's my lightweight one. And I could never get the action or this ball to loosen up. It was all right now, like when I pull it back, it's real tight, super tight. I did everything to loosen that up and I could never get it right. But that's the lightweight one. That's in BD1 steel. The Manix, you can't go wrong with a Manix. Come on, look at that blade stock. If you're going to carry a knife on you, this is one of the best you can have out there, you know what I mean? But anyway, last one, I think, back here. This is a big knife, man. This is the Resilience. I wanted this knife because it just spoke to me. And it wasn't an expensive knife. This is not an expensive knife. But I just liked the way it looked. I liked the size of that blade. And I liked everything about it. Although this is an 8CR13 MOV steel, I could care less about that. But I just really love that blade. It's a good piece, you know what I mean? And back, I don't even know what they are now, but back then they were affordable. This was like a budget knife. That was like a budget knife. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to keep up too much more of your time here. I think I've wasted enough of your time. Well, I didn't waste time, I don't think, but my main thing for this video was I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving and give your loved ones a hug and a kiss and enjoy the day with your loved ones. That's what it's about. Eat a lot of food, go on the recliner and pass out for a couple hours and watch the football game. You know, that's what we do every year. Watch the Dallas Cowboys play, right? All right, guys, I'm going to let you get down the road. You guys be good, be well, be safe. A lot of sales going on tomorrow out there, so if you're looking to pick up any knives, get on it. Big sales out there tomorrow. Get in on that Blue Creek Knives. Go over to Blue Creek Knives. Check Brian out. He's going to have that Knife Nerd Club. I'm signing up for that. You get a monthly subscription, and he's going to be sending out some cool stuff. It's not going to be like Smoky Mountain Knife Works box. So I'm looking forward to that. So get over there, Blue Creek Knives, and support Brian and all that good stuff. All right, guys, be good, be well, be safe. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Take care.